Well, one of the things that, that a lot of the traditional tools don't give you is you can't really tell who's talking right now. What's going on? With Sococo, you can see everyone. You can see people arranged around the table in a conference room or standing up around a monitor with the task board up there, and you can see who's talking.
For example, if I look around my team space right now, I see all the activity going on in my space. In Beth's office here next to mine, I see a live conversation going on between Beth, Marv, and someone they've actually called in from a telephone line. If I zoom back out and show the entire map, I see a smaller meeting going on in the marketing conference room between Kent and Bernie, a few people idle throughout the space, and another larger meeting going on in the briefing center. All this social information makes me feel so much more connected to my distributed team.
That with TeamSpace, we've got it so that it's a virtualized environment, and it's exactly just as much as you need to know what's going on and no more. The distractions beyond that. So it's clean, it's simple, and that goes in line with the whole development culture around Agile, around only having as much process as we need to solve the problems that people have who are building the product and let them get back to work.
For example, here I am in my office, and you notice that everybody in the service has an avatar. There's mine. I'm orange today. And the avatar tells you quite a bit about the user. For example, the headset on my avatar denotes that my physical headset is on and my audio is enabled. So anyone who pops in my office can not only see me, they can hear me, and we can talk together.
It also gives you that thing that programmers really crave, the privacy.
If I want to signal to the rest of my team that I'm not actually open for a voice conversation, I turn off my headset here, and notice that my avatar now goes bald, my headset is turned off, and now everybody in the space sees this and they know they can't talk with me, although they can still chat with me.
The idea of having a private office with a door that closes. And when I'm in my office with my door that's closed, no one else can hear me. They can see that I'm in there, just like having a window on the door, and they can see that I'm busy, but they can knock on the door just with a click. And if I want to let them in, I can let them come in, or they can chat with me through the door, and I can say, I'm busy on something now. Come and see me in a half an hour.
If I want to go one step further and really have privacy or have a private conversation, all I do is close the door in my office. It closes shut. Everybody in the space sees the same thing, sees that my door is shut, and they're probably not going to bother me unless it's really urgent, and if they did, they'd have to knock to get in.
Sococo lets us do what you want with any process. It lets the process fade into the background, so we focus on the work. So we're not talking about how do we get the video or audio working, or how do we share the document, because everything's just a click. And we focus on, what did you get done today? What did you get done today? Are you blocked? Can you unblock him? Can you unblock her? Can we reassign this ticket in Jira to you? The process fades into the background, and we can just get our work done.
With traditional web conferencing tools, there's a presenter and an audience. And the presenter's broadcasting out their presentation, and the rest of the group is actually listening to it. But when we went in and talked to distributed teams trying to do real interactive work, we found out they didn't work that way. There's multiple people participating in the conversation. You can't do that when you're passing a baton from one party to another.
Online tools are becoming increasingly important in Agile because of that intersection of Agile focus and distributed teams. If I'm doing Agile and distributed teams, I can't go to the original. When Agile first started, and there's still a lot of teams that do this, I've worked with teams that do this, they often start out with having an actual physical task board with the traditional swim lanes and traditional work transitions from to in progress to done, and they use stickies or they use tapes. That works great in the original incarnation of Agile and Scrum, because we can get everyone around and actually stand around the board. But again, when I have a distributed team, I can no longer do that.
So I see here this team is having a meeting, and we have multiple people sharing on the various screens we have in the room. Kent is actually sharing content from our product development tool, Atlassian. Bernie's sharing on the second screen here. I'm just going to click on it to see what comes up. And it looks like Bernie's sharing a highly visual new design for a team space. And notice down here, Beth is actually sharing on yet another screen. And so again, I can click between these screen shares and instantly change to see what my different team members are sharing. Marv is sharing some content from Google Docs. And if I want to contribute some content to the conversation, I click on the empty screen here, click the share button, and pick, for example, an Excel document or a Word document. It's really that simple.
So that's what's great about it. It models the whole stand-up process from start to finish.
So that's Sococo TeamSpace.